Hey everybody, are you ready to travel the world with me? I love exploring new places, and today we're going down under. That's right, get ready to say good day because we're headed to beautiful Sydney, Australia. This city is full of amazing things to see and do, and I've got the inside scoop on the top 8 places you won't want to miss. So buckle up and get ready for some fun in the sun, because we're about to have a wild ride. First up, the Sydney Opera House. You can't go to Sydney without seeing this iconic building, right? It's like the Eiffel Tower of Australia. Those white sail-like shells are seriously impressive in person. And guess what? It's not just about looks. This place is a cultural hub with all sorts of performances. We're talking opera, ballet, theater, you name it. It's like a giant party for the arts. You know I love to dance, so you better believe I busted a move or two when I was there. And the acoustics? Amazing. They say the architect designed those shells to mimic the sound of a giant seashell held up to your ear. I don't know if that's true, but it sounds pretty cool, right? Next, get ready for some adventure, because we're heading to the Sydney Harbour Bridge. Now, you can walk across it or bike across it, but me, I like to live life on the edge, so I climbed it. And let me tell you, the view from up there is breathtaking. You can see the entire harbour, the opera house, the city skyline. It's incredible. I even saw a family of dolphins swimming below. Okay, maybe it was a school of fish, but still, it was incredible. And you know what the best part is? When you reach the top, you get to sign your name and prove you conquered the bridge. It's quite a workout though, so I recommend fueling up with some Aussie barbecue afterwards. Have you ever had kangaroo? Just kidding. I'm a vegetarian. Now, let's hit the beach. Bondi Beach is the place to be for sun, sand, and surf. It's like the Hollywood of beaches. Everyone wants to be there. The waves are perfect for surfing, so if you've ever wanted to learn how to ride the waves, this is the place to do it. And don't worry, if you're not a pro, there are plenty of surf schools where you can rent a board and take a lesson. And after you've worked up an appetite, grab some fish and chips at one of the many cafes and restaurants along the beach. Chapter 4. Darling Harbour. Fun for everyone. Looking for a little bit of everything? Then head to Darling Harbour. This place has it all. Shops, restaurants, museums, an aquarium, even a Madame Tussauds wax museum. You can easily spend a whole day here and still not see everything. I spent hours just wandering around, soaking up the atmosphere. Oh, and speaking of soaking, if you're traveling with kids, the SEA LIFE Sydney Aquarium is a must-do. They have thousands of marine animals, including sharks, stingrays, and even penguins. And if you're lucky, you might even spot a dugong. They're like the manatees of Australia, but much more elusive. Chapter 5. Going wild at the Taronga Zoo. Next up, we're going to the wild side at Taronga Zoo. This isn't your average zoo, folks. It's located on the side of a hill overlooking the harbour, so you get amazing views while you're checking out the animals. They've got everything from kangaroos and koalas to lions and tigers and bears. Oh my. And get this, you can even spend the night and camp out at the zoo. They call it the Roar and Snore experience. I didn't get a chance to do it on this trip, but it's definitely on my bucket list. Chapter 6. To soak up a little history, head to the Rocks, Sydney's oldest neighbourhood. This is where the first European settlers landed in Australia back in 1788. They've got cobblestone streets, historic buildings, and some of the best restaurants and shops in the city. You can easily spend a day getting lost in the maze of alleyways and discovering hidden courtyards. And be sure to check out the weekend markets for unique souvenirs and local crafts. Chapter 7. Need a break from the hustle and bustle? Then take a stroll through the Royal Botanic Garden. It's a beautiful oasis right in the heart of the city, with stunning views of the Opera House and the harbour. You can pack a picnic lunch or grab a bite to eat at the cafe. I love finding a quiet spot under a shady tree and relaxing with a good book. It's the perfect way to escape the city noise and enjoy some peace and quiet. Chapter 8. Finally, no trip to Sydney would be complete without a visit to Bondi Beach. The best way to get there is by ferry, which gives you amazing views of the harbour and the city skyline. Manly is a little more laid back than Bondi, but just as beautiful. You can swim, surf, sunbathe, or just relax on the sand and watch the world go by. And if you're feeling adventurous, you can even try stand-up paddleboarding or kayaking. So there you have it, folks. My top 8 must-visit spots in Sydney. This city is truly one of a kind, with something to offer everyone. I had such an amazing time exploring all the iconic landmarks, soaking up the sun on those gorgeous beaches, and experiencing the Aussie culture. If you ever get the chance to visit Sydney, do it. You won't regret it. And be sure to tell them Ellen sent you. They might not know who you're talking about, but it's worth a shot. Until next time, keep on exploring.